This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Gilas is going big against Jordan. Sotto is back to lead the front court. But who else made the final 12? Eala is making noise off the tennis court, this time in fashion. And one of the industry's biggest names has her eye on the Filipina star. From dragon boat racing to ultra running and free diving, two athletes take teamwork to the next level. Sagwan's captain Mark Tuks, Ocampo and Cheeno Revilla join us live later on in the show. And in a Scorecard exclusive, international basketball icon and Hall of Famer Tony Parker talks about his legacy, today's NBA landscape, and his ever-growing love for the Filipino fans. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 27th of August. Now, here's our roundup brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission, the Philippine Olympic Committee, and the NST-IAC. RJ Abarientos and Justin Arana will watch from the sidelines as Gilas Pilipinas opens its crucial FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers window against Jordan. The two were left out of the final 12-man lineup as Tim Cone opted for size, while Sotto makes his highly anticipated return to the national team. Here's Zeus Valdez with the details.
RJ Abarientos and Justin Arana will miss Gilas Pilipinas' crucial qualifiers clash with Jordan on Friday after failing to make the final 12-man roster. Head coach Tim Cone opted for a bigger lineup against a Jordan side that enters the game with a 5-1 record. The biggest boost for the Philippines, however, is the return of Sotto. The 7'3" center is set to make his first appearance for Gilas since November 2024. Sotto will anchor the front court alongside Junmar Fajardo, AJ Edu, Justin Baltazar, and Troy Rosario as Gilas looks to match Jordan's size and physicality. The final 12 also includes Dwight Ramos, Scotty Thompson, Juan Gomez De Leano, Kevin Kiambao, Chris Newsome, and CJ Perez. Gilas will still be without naturalized star Justin Brownlee, who remains sidelined while recovering from injuries. Benny Boatwright is also unavailable as his naturalization and passport requirements have yet to be completed. The Philippines enters Friday's game with a 2-4 record after losing its last 4 qualifying games. Jordan meanwhile sits at 5-1 and will look to strengthen its position in the race for a World Cup berth. With little room for error, Gilas will rely on Sotto's size and interior presence as it looks to turn its qualifying campaign around. The Philippines will then face Iran on August 30 at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. For Gilas, the mission is simple: use its size, protect home court, and keep its 2027 World Cup dream alive. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
From making waves on the tennis court to turning heads in fashion, Eala is now getting attention for more than just her game. The Filipina tennis star is making her presence felt in the fashion world, and one of the industry's most influential figures has taken notice. Former Vogue editor-in-chief and British media executive Anna Wintour said her admiration for Eala, or shared her admiration for Eala, pointing to the young star's growing interest in fashion. Wintour said it is impressive to see Eala, despite her young age, already showing a strong curiosity about fashion and the industry behind it.
Filipino star, you could see even in such a young star how interested she is in fashion and how she wants to learn about it and follow it, and I think it's great.
Yes.
It's wonderful how sports and fashion have become this wonderful sort of marriage.
For Eala, the attention from a figure like Wintour is another sign of her growing global profile. As she continues to rise in tennis, Eala is also building a name for herself through her personality, style, and presence, potentially making her one of the next generation's global sports stars. Oriental Mindoro is looking to take its sports development to the next level, with the Philippine Sports Commission now coming in as a key partner. From a new football field to a future archery facility, the goal is to give young Mindoreño athletes more opportunities to grow, compete, and one day reach the highest level. Once again, here's Zeus Valdez with the details.
Oriental Mindoro is now making a bigger push for sports development, with the provincial government and the Philippine Sports Commission joining forces to create more opportunities for young athletes. Among the key projects discussed during the Sports and Youth Summit were the development of football and archery in the province. Governor Homerlito Bons Dolor said Oriental Mindoro is ready to provide the land for the facilities, while the PSC will help with equipment and the development of the programs. But for the governor, building the facilities is only one part of the plan.
We provide the land at yun ang basic. Samantalang ipoprovide ng PSC yung equipment at saka yung development. At pinaka-important yung partnership mabuo kasi kahit may facilities, kung wala yung matibay na cooperation at commitment to make sure that the facility is being used, walang saysay.
One of the first projects being eyed is the development of a proper football field. The province already has a newly built stadium, but the current playing surface still needs to be developed. PSC Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio said the commission is now looking to work with Philippine football to help improve the facility, with hopes of having the project completed by early 2027. The partnership is also looking at developing a 1-hectare archery facility. If these projects come together, Oriental Mindoro could eventually have the capacity to host regional finals in both football and archery. For Governor Dolor, however, the bigger investment is in the young athletes who will use those facilities. For Dolor, the Sports and Youth Summit also showed him how the PSC can help local governments build their own sports programs. And for Gregorio, Oriental Mindoro's commitment to investing in its athletes makes the province an ideal partner for the commission.
Alam naman natin, marami rin talagang atleta na taga Mindoro. And nararapat lang na yung suporta ng Philippine Sports Commission umabot din sa mga island provinces, so-called island provinces, katulad nitong Mindoro. Napakalapit sa Maynila, pero kulang na kulang yung facilities.
With the local government providing the land and commitment, and the PSC bringing its equipment, expertise, and development programs, Oriental Mindoro is now looking to turn that partnership into real opportunities for its athletes.
From building the next generation of Filipino athletes to building communities that can better withstand the future challenges, the goal is not just to build today, but to plan for the future. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Charlie Suarez thought a rematch with Emmanuel Navarrete would be next, but the Filipino world title challenger will have to wait yet again. The WBO Championship Committee approved an exception requested for Navarrete. Instead of fulfilling immediately his mandatory obligation against Suarez, the Mexican champion has been allowed to first take on Oshaki Foster in a unification bout. That means Suarez will not get his long-awaited chance to avenge his controversial fight with Navarrete just yet. The Filipino boxer became the WBO's mandatory challenger after their first fight ended without a decision. But before he can step back into the ring for a world title, Suarez must first wait for the result of the Navarrete-Foster unification bout. The first Suarez-Navarrete fight was surrounded by controversy. Navarrete suffered a deep cut above his eye, with Suarez's camp insisting it came from a punch by the Filipino. But the referee ruled it a head clash. The fight was declared a no contest, leaving Suarez without the world title opportunity he had been chasing. But there is a condition to the WBO's approval of the unification fight. The winner of Navarrete and Foster must face Suarez as the mandatory challenger within 180 days after their bout. So Suarez's world title shot is still very much alive. After weeks of waiting in NBA free agency, Jonathan Kuminga has made his decision. And it's not just about the money. The 23-year-old forward has chosen to sign with the Minnesota Timberwolves, despite receiving a bigger offer from another historic franchise. The Lakers were reportedly willing to pay Kuminga more than $12 million per year on a 3-year deal. But Kuminga opted for a shorter contract with Minnesota, a move that could give him more control over his NBA future. For Kuminga, it's a bet on himself. Rather than locking into a longer commitment, he gets the opportunity to re-enter the market sooner, potentially when his value is higher. It also marks a fresh start for the former 7th overall pick. Last season, he averaged 12.5 points and 4.2 rebounds in his combined stints with Golden State and Atlanta. He posted his career best scoring average in the 2023-24 season, putting up 16.1 points per game for the Warriors. Now, Minnesota is hoping to unlock that potential once again. Kuminga is expected to have a significant role in the Timberwolves' lineup with a potential starting spot alongside Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Jaden McDaniels, and Rudy Gobert. Up next, an exclusive one-on-one with 4-time NBA champion Tony Parker. The Spurs legend opens up about his legacy, Victor Wembanyama's rise, and who he believes is the NBA's best point guard today. All of that and more when we return right here on The Scorecard. Hello everybody, it's Anton Roxas from The Scorecard on the Bilyonaryo news channel, and I'm so excited because he is back here in the Philippines after a decade, 4-time NBA champion, and as of right now, still the best player to ever come out of France, Tony Parker.
Thank you.
Tony, thank you so much. Welcome back to the Philippines. It's been 10 years.
10 years, yeah. Goes fast, huh? I feel like I was here like yesterday.
You look like you're still in your prime. So what have you been doing?
I try to stay in shape. I work out, and I love, I'm trying to, enjoy life, after, an NBA career that was very intense. I try to take some time and enjoy different stuff, in life. And now I'm back at it now because now I'm coaching, and I was missing the court. It's been 7 years now since I retired from the NBA.
Wow.
And I'm super happy to get back to training camp and every day, basketball and helping guys, improving. And so, I'm excited. So when the NBA told me about that trip, I was like, oh yeah, let's go to the Philippines. I always love coming here. My first time coming in 2016 was surreal. The fans, the atmosphere, the energy, everything was like crazy. And so I'm looking forward, to the game and see the excitement of the fans.
So I did say that you're still the best player ever to come out of France, but of course there's a guy, Victor Wembanyama, and he's in the news right now being named the new team captain for your country.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a great decision. Great decision, from the coach. Why wait? He's our franchise, and he's going to be the cornerstone, for the next 10, 15 years, with the national team. So I'm super happy. He had an unbelievable season with the Spurs, brought them all the way to the NBA Finals at 22 years old. That's really, really hard to do. And so with the national team, obviously a lot of expectation. And so I thought it was a great decision. Let's go. In 2024, they went all the way to the final. And that's the expectations, that we're going to have, for Wemby. How many championships he's going to bring to the Spurs and how many gold medals he's going to bring for the national team.
So this is probably going to be one of the most biased questions I'm ever going to ask because as I told you 10 years ago, you were my favorite point guard when you were playing in the NBA. When they talk about the greatest point guards to ever play, it's like when they talk about the GOAT conversation, they always skip over the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And they always skip over you, in my opinion, and it annoys me. But you have 4 NBA championships. So what are your thoughts about that? Does that bother you?
No.
Where do you think you rank among the greatest?
It doesn't really bother me because at the end of the day, I'm in the Hall of Fame and I got 4 NBA championships. And I'd rather have 4 NBA championships than a guy that maybe they talk about him, I don't know, in the top 5, top 10. I'd rather be the guy who had 4 NBA championships and being in the Hall of Fame. So it never really bothered me. I feel very blessed, with the career that I had, especially where I came from, and the journey. My life was even better than everything that I could have dreamed of. So Yes, I consider myself like one of the best, in the league, but it doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, when you talk to like the coaches or the real players, they're always going to remember our dynasty and the Spurs dynasty.
Earlier, I asked Jason Kidd, who's also here, who he thinks is the best point guard in the NBA
Right now?
Right now. So for you, who's the best right now?
But right now, you still have to say, I don't know, Steph Curry. You still have to choose him, I think. And then you have Shai too. Shai is a point guard, because he can play everywhere. He's so good. So I'll say between Shai and Steph.
All right.
I say Steph right now because he's got 4 NBA championships, but Shai's got 1 championship, 2 MVPs. So either one, I'm fine.
Before we end, I just want to say I used to listen to Balance Toi when I was in college.
Wow, that was a long time ago, almost 20 years ago.
Do you still rap?
No. That was something that I did, when I was younger. But now, no. Now I'm like 100% focused on coaching.
All right. Tony,
All right,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to
Good to see
link
you
up
again.
with you
Yeah.
again.
I'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you in the festivities.
Tony Parker with us on the Scorecard on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Up next, from dragon boat racing to free diving and ultra marathons, Sagwan's Tuks, Ocampo and Cheeno Revilla are taking teamwork beyond competition. We talk to the multi-sport athletes about their journey and their push to protect the waters they train when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Dragon boat racing is a sport built on teamwork, discipline, and synchronization, with every paddler working together toward one goal. For Sagwan Dragon Boat Team Captain Tuks Ocampo and paddler Cheeno Revilla, that teamwork extends beyond competition, from endurance sports and outdoor adventures to protecting the waters they train and compete in. Today, we talk about Sagwan's journey, their experience as multi-sport athletes, and the Run Clean Drive initiative happening September 5 in Mabini, Batangas. Hello, Cap Tuks and Cheeno. Thank you so much for joining me here on The Scorecard.
Thank you.
All right, simulan natin. More of like a getting to know you question to start things off. Eto,
Sige.
Cap Tuks. Mark, why do they call you Cap Tuks? Why Tuks? How did that start?
Started during my college time when I joined UST Mountaineering Club. 90s pa to. Nagkataon kasi na hilig ko talaga is mga alaga ng reptiles. So, basically snakes. And yung panahon na yon, sikat yung nagkaroon ng movie si Richard, yung Tuklaw. So yun ang tinawag sa akin, Tuklaw. Kaya lang, masyadong mahaba, so na-shortcut ng Tuks. Tapos na-carry ko na siya until now. So kahit sa mga ibang org, yun na yung tawag sa akin, Tuks.
So, Caps, you're a Thomasian.
Thomasian, yes,
Kaya,
yes.
kaya ba yellow and black yan?
Yes.
I see.
Opo.
Okay.
Kasi mostly mga founders namin, mga Thomasian.
Ayun. So, sticking to your roots. Okay, can you tell us about the background of Sagwan?
Sagwan, ibig sabihin kasi Solid Aqua Fortis Group 1. So started 2014. Ang nag-found nito yung mga founders din, yung mga oldies nung previous team ko na Aqua Fortis. Kaya siya Solid Aqua Fortis Group. Sila, binuo nila yon para mag-coffee after training. So yun lang basically ang goal nila. Kaya lang dumating sa point na gusto nila yung parang kami pala gusto namin na medyo competitive naman. So finorm namin yung parang yung Sagwan Racing Team. Tapos yun na, before puro UST ang mga members, pero inopen na rin namin sa non-exclusive na UST.
Grabe from kape to competition. Okay.
Ang pinaka-goal talaga nila is more on international race. Yun lang. Pero kami, so nagjo-join na kami kahit mga local race, even provincial. And yun nga, pati international pa rin.
Okay, moving on to Cheeno here. 4 years with Sagwan.
Yes, 4 years.
Sir, how would you summarize your career bilang isang paddler?
I'd say it's an incredible 4 years with Sagwan. So I started as a newbie na wala talagang alam sa dragon boat sport. So I had to learn how to paddle, how to trust the program and follow the program. And then from being a homegrown paddler, I've had the privilege to compete locally. And then we've also represented the country sa international races and we're able to bring home medals. And currently, I'm one of the core members who's guiding our new batch of paddlers. So, ayun, masayang 4 years and I'm able to share what I've learned during the past years.
Nice.
Yeah, and I hear na you've combined dragon boat, marathon running, and free diving. Para
Yes.
sa'yo, dito sa tatlong to, ano yung pinakamahirap? What pushed you the most and why?
Definitely dragon boat. Marathon also pushed my limit kasi it has the endurance and about mental toughness. But with dragon boat, it's that and along with other elements. Kasi during dragon boat training, during training days, we had land training and boat training. So yung land training namin, the main purpose of that is for our strength building, endurance, and stamina. Then after the land training, that's when we do the boat training or water training. Doon naman ang focus namin is the paddling techniques. So that and dragon boat being a team sport, so individual strength won't really matter. You have to be in sync with the entire boat or with the entire team. So definitely it's dragon boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on September 5, you have a very important initiative in Mabini, Batangas.
Yes.
Cap, could you tell us about what's happening?
Actually, sa full day event, so nag-start to last year. Actually, ang nakakaalam talaga si Cheeno. Siya talaga yung nag-spearhead nito.
Yes.
Kaya nga, congrats sa kanya. No? So, better siguro, explain mo yung pinaka-details.
Yes, so Run Clean Dive is, from the name itself, Run Clean Dive. So it's an event consisting of a 5-kilometer fun run, followed by a cleanup drive and a diving session towards the end of the day. So we're involving the local communities to help us do a cleanup along the Mabini coastal and also promote a healthy lifestyle while doing the fun run. And the idea actually came from a very personal experience because we were able to witness the situation with the plastic waste and trash na nakita namin sa Mabini. Sobrang ganda ng Mabini. It's a very important marine environment. So we realized that we've spent so much time enjoying the water. We're able to do paddling and free diving. So we also need to do our responsibility in protecting the places that we're able to do what we love. So kaya dun nabuo yung Run Clean Dive.
Yeah, it's definitely a great initiative and of course, para mapaganda pa ang ating environment. Lastly, Cap, before we end our interview, kindly invite everybody if they can support and join your event this coming September 5.
Yes. Sa September 5, we'll be in Mabini, Batangas. Sa mga Sir, yung sa retail system na, di ba?
Yes.
Oo. Actually, we scheduled the invites, tapos nag-end na nung last week. Kasi nga na-postponed yung event na to. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
So set na?
Set na siya.
Okay.
Yes. But we will have, meron pa naman mga susunod na activities na bubuin yung team namin. And pinopost naman namin to sa SOCMED para ma-inform din yung iba.
All right, so they'll just follow you guys, Sagwan Dragon Boat Team on Facebook and all social media platforms.
Yes.
All right, great.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Cap Tuks, maraming salamat. Cheeno, thank you so much
Thanks, Anton.
for
Thank you.
joining us here on the Scorecard.
Okay.
And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and good night.